Hello, welcome to Chow Time. I am Spike Spencer. Welcome to my kitchen yet again. Today we are going to be doing something very, very simple. It's a zucchini gratin. And it was something that I found on my honeymoon in Italy, in Rome, in this great little restaurant. So let's get straight to it. Very, very simple preparation. Get the oven going about 350, which is where it is right now. And you take a dish. You gotta have one of those. I'm gonna hit it with a little olive oil around the edge. I like to use my fingers. All right, we are going to layer onion, zucchini, garlic, and Parmesan cheese. That's it. Oh, and a little butter. I'm gonna finish it off with butter. I like butter. Butter's really awesome. Okay, so let's start with the onion. Let's get that onion here. I'm just gonna go ahead, cut it in half. This is not layered like the ratatouille we've done in the past, so it doesn't have to look all beautiful and gorgeous and all that. Not a problem. This is, again, nice and rustic. I can't say this dish has any particular history. I mean, it's zucchini, and it's a gratin. So the gratin, a gratin, I would say, okay, it's French probably. Isn't everything? So, cut an onion. So I have cut up some zucchini here. I will probably have to cut up a little bit more, but we'll see how it goes. After the oil, I'm gonna grab the onions and give them a little squeezy to break them apart a bit. And I'm gonna throw a handful in the bottom. Doesn't have to be particularly layered any particular way. Then I'm gonna take zucchini. And I wanna layer it gratin style. I'm laying it gratin style, but it doesn't have to be so beautiful on the bottom. This is where all of your zucchinis that you've cut that are not looking so good, they can go on the bottom. Give a nice little layer. So that's a pretty solid layer right there. Look at that, boom, good start. I'm gonna take some Parmesan now as well. Parmesan. Take a little chunk of old Parm. This little bad boy is one of my favorites. Yes, I learned about it when I was working at the Olive Garden. I was a bartender, so don't hold it against me, y'all. Don't hold it against me. God's gotta make a living, y'all. Gotta make a living. All right, we got some garlic over here. I'm going to chop some of that up. Couple of cloves of garlic. Now, this restaurant in Rome, this is an interesting story. I mean, it is for me. It can bore you to tears. So I'm in Rome. We're honeymooning. This is the end of our trip. We stayed in Trastevere. I don't know how you say it. Rick Steves said Trastevere. So we stayed in Trastevere, and we were looking for the restaurant that shall not be named. Some of you foodies know exactly what I'm talking about. But it was the restaurant that should not be named from Anthony Bourdain. Well, of course, obviously after that show, everybody knows, what that restaurant was. I still don't know the name of it. And why don't I know the name of it? Well, because it was closed 2 nights in a row. It was closed. I was going to go get the Cacio and Pepe. I was very excited to get some Cacio and Pepe. And so we went, we found it. It was closed. We went right behind it to go ahead and have some dinner. We were like, okay, well, let's try this place. We went to the place right behind it and had carbonara, spaghetti carbonara. It was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. Spaghetti carbonara to change your life. Fantastic. And we walked by this little restaurant on the way back home. We were like, oh, that's kind of nice. Then we came back the next night to go to the restaurant that should not be named, and it was closed again. So we ended up going to this other restaurant, which is where I had this dish. Okay, so we've done the onions, the zucchini, and some Parmesan. Now I'm gonna hit it with some garlic. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And a little bit more olive oil. And we start the process over, very simple. So we are going down through Trastevere, and we go to this restaurant, and again, I don't even know the name of it. It's been 10 years. Wow, 10 years. And This place was really interesting. A batch of zucchini. This place it was built over the first synagogue in Rome. And it was built 8 stories up. So Rome was built, and then they built over again, and then they built over again, and then they built over again. And so they kept building, and this restaurant was directly over the first synagogue, and it had in the floor, it was like a foot square dug all the way down. And it was lit up. I mean, you couldn't really see anything down the end, but I mean, you look down, you're like, whoa, that's going right down into history. I thought that was quite interesting. And they did have a really nice, look at that second layer. Look at that. Huh? How we doing? Fabulous. Parmesan. So he said every floor was 800 years of history. And they had a winery. A wine cellar. And I said, well, can I go see it? He goes, yeah. He says, you go down there, it's like 800 years old wine cellar. So I went down the steps, and there it was. This old, just cave thing. That's amazing. Now, how much of this is 100% true and accurate? I don't know. But here's the cool part. We had, this. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and hit the rest of the garlic, because we're getting to the end here. Let me do one more layer of zucchini. And then that's it, pretty much. Anyway, so we're eating, and this is a family-owned restaurant, right? It's really nice. And I had a dish that he said was Julius Caesar's favorite dish. He said it had been handed down for years and years and years, and somehow they got a hold of it. It was apparently from Caesar's chef, and it had been handed down. And it was a pork dish with apples. And this was served on the side for us. And it was so simple, so tasty. Like most of the recipes I bring to you guys, easy to do and incredibly tasty. So here we have the final top. I push everything down. I'm going to hit a little more Parmesan here. Not a lot. I don't want it to... Well, yeah, I do. Let's add more. More Parmesan. You cannot go wrong with more Parmesan, more bacon, and more butter. Those are the 3. I think those are I call it the 3 amigos. Excellent. Now, let me take a little bit. All right. A little salt. I didn't salt and pepper it that much, but you can always do that at the end if you like. Totally cool. I'm not going to judge you. Don't be judging you. Here we go. So to finish this off, I'm going to put a little bit of butter, a little hair. So we're going to cover it. My trusty old Pyrex dish I've had forever. So we've covered that. Now we're going to pop this in the oven. I'm going to cover it for a while, and then I'm going to take the lid off and let it cook a little bit longer. I may, at that point in time, I might hit it with a little broil, put some more Parmesan cheese and broil that, but we'll see how that goes once it comes out. And so we'll edit that, and I'll be like this, and then I'll be like this. Watch. Okay, well, I tried to take a picture and it knocked me completely off. So that is gorgeous. Let's give it a try in the center here. Okay, everything's got a little bit of give. Looks very nice. Now you can serve this where it gets really mushy. This is a very forgiving dish. Let's see. This might be one of those things where, it's always the second serving is best. Let's see. Oh, I think we might be lucky here. We might be lucky here. Yes. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay, guys. So here we have a zucchini bake. It is simple. It was just onions. It was zucchini. It was olive oil, Parmesan, garlic, a little bit of butter to finish it off with. And this is how it goes. I hit it with this. That's what I would do. A little bit of salt on top. A little bit of pepper, just because it's nice and lovely there. A little bit of garnish. You know, with this one, you might not want to go with another green on green. You could do a little chopped, diced red peppers or some red chili flakes, but either way, this is a zucchini bake. Huh? Very nice? What do you think up there? Look at that. Ah, that is gorgeous, guys. All right, well, that is it for this episode of Chow Time. Thank you so much. Please like and comment and subscribe. Tell me some of the things you would do with some zucchini. I've got a lot of zucchini. I need some help, y'all. So I need some really good recipes. So hook me up over there, okay? Thank you for watching Chow Time. This is Spike Spencer signing off. I'll see you next time right here on Chow Time. Let's eat.